How's it going, everybody? Throwing a video to you tonight. It's more of another one of overlooked, kind of like underrated, more overlooked, not necessarily underrated games. It's Enslaved Odyssey to the West and Brothers in Arms, Hell's Highway. I finally got around to getting Enslaved Odyssey to the West. Interghost had put up a video like a while ago talking about this game, and I was like, man, that looks really cool, I want to pick that up. I saw it was on Best Buy, I mentioned it, and it was never available to get, and I finally picked it up like a month ago, maybe a little after, a little before, and it was $5. It was finally available, I grabbed it. I wanted to get it on the PS3, but it wasn't available on that, so I just got it for the 360. Let it sit around for 2 weeks, finally just threw it in and played it, and I love this game. This game is awesome. I know it didn't sell that well. I know Heavenly Sword sold better. It was the same people who did that, Ninja Theory. They're doing the new Devil May Cry. But I mean, both this game and Heavenly Sword both were really good. So Devil May Cry should be cool too. This is a really good game. You got Andy Serkis again doing the motion capture for this game. He did motion capture in Heavenly Sword as well. He directed it, like he directed the motion capture and the actors and stuff. This Trip, he's Monkey, she's Trip, the girl, and she's played by the girl who she was in the 10 Things I Hate About You show. I'm like, that girl looks familiar. I feel like I've seen her somewhere before. So I am IMDb'd her. I was like, alright. And Pigsy as well is another character who pops up. They're all good. The motion capture is great. Good story. The voice acting and all their, all their motion capture is excellent. Just like Heavenly Sword. The graphics are really good. The gameplay's fun. You got some puzzle stuff in there. Like Monkey can only do certain stuff. And, it starts off like you're on like a slave ship, and Trip like doesn't help Monkey out. Like she gets into an escape pod, like the ship's like falling apart. It's really good. The game opens great, and you're like running. You gotta escape. You're jumping around and stuff, and then like you crash. The ship crashes, and she puts like this headband on, and he pretty much has to like do what she says, or like if he like goes too far the distance or whatever, if she dies, she can whatever she wants. She can just set it off and kill him. So he pretty much has to do what she says. So she wants to find her father, go back to like her settlement and find her father, because like robots are everywhere. Like I guess there's not many people left, and they're being enslaved or killed or whatever. So you got to do that, and then he's like, all right, fine, whatever. He's like, I'm gonna snap your neck. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. He's kind of, I guess, half joking, but they end up building a relationship, a friendship or whatever, as the game goes on. It's really good. Cool story. I believe it, I guess it plays off of something called Odyssey to the West, or something I remember reading somewhere. But it's a really cool game. The gameplay's fun. He does all the combat stuff, and she can distract the enemies and stuff like that by, calling over. He can distract them too, so she can run and do some stuff as well. When Pigsy gets into the game, he's got a sniper rifle, he'll shoot some people. You have some ranged combat as Monkey as well. So that's cool. Like he'll like jump on certain turret guns, so turret robots you can jump on, and he'll use the turret at certain points in the game. You get on a boat at one point, a little like ship. You'll be using the gun on that while she drives it. That's cool. There's giant robots, like this giant dog robot thing that you got to take down. You get a little cloud thing he uses where you can get on the water and stuff, which is cool. So there's a little bit of variation in the gameplay. It says epic game playing on the bag. But like I said, the climbing's really good. There's climbing in there and stuff. There's some puzzles in there. Really good. The game's not too long, but like I said, I only paid $5 for it, so whatever. Paying $5 for a game, I don't care if it's 2 hours. It took me maybe around 8 hours to beat, 8 and change, I believe it was. But it was totally worth it. I beat it in a couple days, and if I'm beating a game that fast, that means I'm really into it. I want to keep playing it. It was really cool. Ending was pretty decent. You actually get to see Andy Serkis's actual face at the end, like him himself, which was pretty cool. And Monkey's like seeing like visions. You get these little things you can collect, and he starts seeing like memories through his headband. It's definitely really cool though. You collect orbs too. You can upgrade your shield and your your combat, your melee combat, or your shield and your health and stuff like that. It's definitely really cool. I actually really enjoyed this game. I know it didn't sell well. It got pretty decent reviews though, so it's not really underrated, but it definitely it obviously got overlooked. I'll definitely check out Devil May Cry by these guys, because I really liked Heavenly Sword and I really like this as well. That's the Brothers in Arms is an older one. This is one I got at a garage sale a while back. And I started playing it in August and just put it down and finished it up like this week. This game's awesome, man. This is like one of the better war games I've ever played, and it's probably the best World War II game I've ever played. For me, it blows away like World at War and Call of Duty 2 and 3. It's this generation, or like Medal of Honor, everyone. This game's awesome. It's like, you know, first-person shooter, but it's like a little bit of a strategy in there as well. It's actually all strategy, really. You'll control groups. You'll get like your MG team or your base fire team, your bazooka team. Sometimes you'll have 2 at a time, or just a 1. Sometimes 3, and you gotta like send them out. This isn't like you can't just run in there. You're getting blown away. You gotta get them. You gotta run them up there. You gotta suppress the enemy so you can move up forward and stuff. Flank them while you're suppressing them with one squad. You flank them with the other. It's so good, man. I mean, it's so rewarding when you're suppressing these guys and you get in them and you take them down, and you got to be patient or you'll get blown away. This game's really good. It's kind of one of those games too that like for some reason gets like, for me at least, I don't know if other people who play this feel the same way. It got like better graphically as the game went on. Still overall, some of the models of the characters don't look that great. It's not like the best looking game graphically, but some of the environments started to look really good towards the end. Some of the voice acting is a little shitty too. Stories, it's obviously based on an actual thing, obviously. But there's another little story in there as well going on. I won't give anything away. I mean, this game's been out for, I think, 2008. But it's a pretty good story, Like something happened between these 3 soldiers, you get it at the end, and then one guy, the guy that you use, like tells the guy not to tell anybody, and that's kind of eating at him, and this other guy knows, and he keeps bugging you about it to tell everybody and stuff. And there's actually a genuinely creepy mission in this game. We're in like in this hospital looking for this other guy who's run off to help save someone, and you're in this hospital, and it's actually genuinely a creepy level, because there's a few missions where you're just by yourself. Or areas. That mission you're by yourself, but there's a few other parts of missions where you're by yourself. It's really good, man. You get behind cover, you're peeking out, and I mean, it's just so, for me, I mean, maybe, it's not for everybody, that kind of gameplay, but man, I love it. I'm not too into like the strategy type stuff, but man, it was just fun just doing it. It was like, I just wanted to keep going back to it. I mean, and you can't just, like I said, you could be like in a mission for like, 45 minutes, just you pinned down, getting people, taking out the, try to take out tanks or their 88s and whatnot, blowing them up, taking these guys down, getting the cover. You get good like action shots when you get a headshot, or you throw a grenade and it lands in the right spot. You'll see guys go flying. There's a few missions where you get into tanks to break it up a little bit. It's a really cool. I really enjoyed the hell out of this game. There's one where I didn't want to sell it. It doesn't have much value, but I just wanted to keep it because I wanted to play it. I'm glad I did, because it's just really good. I didn't play any of the multiplayer, so I don't know how that is. And the single player was really fun. I feel a lot of people really gave this one a shot, because like everybody's got such a hard on for the Call of Duties and stuff. I mean, I don't really want to compare it to like the Modern Warfares, because obviously you're looking at World War II stuff and like Modern Warfare obviously. But from a standpoint of, this game doesn't like have all the bells and whistles of the Modern Warfares, or even like a World at War, or the other Call of Duties. It's just straight strategy. You got to be smart, and it's intense as hell, man. You can only get shot a few times. This isn't like soak up bullets, hide. You got to be smart and stuff. It's really it's intense, man. like I said, they don't have to be over the top with all types of crazy look, oh my god, the Eiffel Tower is coming down, and they don't keep spitting all that crap in your face, you know, constantly to be like, oh my god, it's so cool, you know. It's just a straightforward, you got to be smart, enjoy the game, a strategy game, and I don't know, I can respect the hell out of that instead of just constantly just over the top, constant over the top, which at the end of the day, it was great in Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3 was really cool, but Modern Warfare 2 is a superior game. Modern Warfare 3 was just like, okay, yeah, I did this already, I don't care anymore, you know. Like, okay. This game, like, wow, this game is awesome. Like, I actually want, like, it said to be continued at the end. I actually want to play the rest of it. Like, I was kind of getting sick of World War II games, and I want them to make another one of these. I really enjoyed it, man. Just getting you, like, bazooka guys to, like, you know, boom, you know, launch a bazooka at that tank, you know, missile at that tank, you know, rocket at that tank, suppress, blow away their cover, you know, get me around the side. We'll bring in the assault team around the side to take out these guys and stuff. It's just so rewarding. I don't know, man. I don't know how other people will feel. Maybe they're not into that, but I just thought it was awesome. It was just, it's so addictive. I was like, at first I'm kind of like, oh man, this is going to be a pain in the ass. How am I going to deal with this? And then you just start getting into the tactics and you start to learn it. And you're just like, yeah, alright, this is addictive. I want to keep playing this. Definitely really, really good. Both of these games, man. And you know what, I haven't really been buying new games. I really want Assassin's Creed 3, but I'm going to wait on that too. I'm picking up all these cheap games now. I'm just going to keep doing that. I don't even care, man. I'm going to pick up some of the games I had missed out on and stuff like that and play those for now. Trying to be a little bit of a different, really cheap gamer now for the time being. Maybe I'll go back onto GameFly and try to get like Max Payne 3 and stuff if those games are finally available. But man, pick these games up and play them if you haven't, especially if you're into the shooters. If you're into any kind of strategy in your shooters, pick this up, because it ain't like mindless shooting like in Modern Warfare and stuff, which I enjoy those games too, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and say they suck, but if you want to change your pace, pick this up. Because it's fun, and pick this up if you're into cool adventure type games with you know, a little bit of a puzzle element, and you know, you got to sneak around and stuff. You don't want to, you can take guys out, but you don't want to get too overwhelmed in this game. This is a really good game too. This is a good looking game as well. Two really good games here, man. You can get them for dirt cheap, man. Oh, this game is $5 on Best Buy's site. I think it's more than, it's like $12.99 at GameStop. There's probably other places online. The Glide might be cheaper if you can find a copy in there. This is like $5 at games. This game's cheap. This game was like cheap pretty quickly after it came out. Unfortunately, it's hard to, like, I don't know how Medal of Honor Warfighter is doing. I know it just came out, but it's like hard to put out, like, you know, with the battlefields now and stuff. And like the Modern Warfare, it's like you try to get in there with like a different kind. I mean, this came out 2008, so yeah, the first Modern Warfare was out. Call of Duty 2 and 3 was out. I know they obviously had the two other Brothers in Arms, last generation, but you know, once the Modern Warfare started coming out, like, people lose interest. Although the bad companies did pretty well, and I know a lot of people like Modern Warfare 3. I mean, Battlefield 3. Although I think that Medal of Honor game that came out, the one this generation, not Airborne, into today's, you know, Medal of Honor, like the Modern Warfare ones, kind of got shit on. That's why I was curious to see how Warfighter was, if anyone's played it, how that was doing. But anyway, yeah, these two games, definitely pick them up if you haven't played them. Good stuff. And thanks for checking it out, and have a good day.